In every single one of these minuscule movements is contained the great energy of life and the truth that love is changing the world. A world where national boundaries, ideologies, or racial differences can no longer be a dividing wall. A world of peace where all are equal and free. A world of peace full of true love is beginning. It will be one homeland under the one God. The Universal Peace Federation, UPF, is working to build a highway of peace that will connect the world as one. On September 12, 2005, national leaders past and present and ambassadors for peace got together in the United States to inaugurate the Universal Peace Federation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Universal Peace Federation is rising to meet the challenges of the 21st century, and with the wise, dedicated, and courageous leadership of Father Moon, we are determined to overcome all obstacles and to change this world in order to bring about lasting peace.
UPF is the Abo UN, which is capable of surmounting the limitations of the UN, which is chained by the fetters of national egotism. The UPF will stand as a model of the sanctuary of world peace. It has declared its firm intention to realize an eternal world of peace through an international network.
하나님의 영원한 창조의 상민, 평화의 상세계 실현을 위해 가인격 기존 유엔의 갱신과 더불어 새로운 차원에서 평화의 이상세계 왕국의 기능을 발휘할 수 있는 천주적 차원의 아벨격 유엔의 의상이 바로 천주평화연합입니다.
After the inauguration rally last year and the success of the 120 Nations Speaking Tour around the world, various international conferences have been held to present the founding ideals and ideology of UPF to the world and have these take root. This year, another 120 Nation Speaking Tour started on March 25th, beginning with Korea. The message of peace is going forth from Asia to all corners of the world, Europe, Africa, Oceania, and North and South America. It is giving new life to all peoples of the world as ambassadors of heaven and the builders of a new era. The Universal Peace Federation is a new international peace organization that builds upon and integrates the many foundations for peace laid down by Reverend and Mrs. Sun Myung Moon throughout their lives. All of these international organizations and businesses form a network active throughout the world, working together to build a world of peace based on true love. There are spiritual initiatives to strengthen the human mind and conscience. The purity and true family movements promote the development of strong, happy families that are essential to peace. Women's Federation for World Peace, a registered NGO in general consultative status under the UN, is among many effective volunteer organizations working to alleviate suffering. Various mass media outlets around the world include United Press International, one of 4 international news agencies, and the Washington Times. Many educational institutes are fostering the growth of knowledge. The Universal Ballet and the Little Angels are a brilliant fusion of Eastern and Western arts. The Peace Cup is now a top tournament for international soccer clubs. The UPF World Peace Movement is reaching all corners of the world. Great investment is also being made in oceanic businesses to help solve food shortages, various leisure sports industries, and these activities are serving as tools of peace. We support developing nations with technology and are eliminating the gap between the rich and poor. The goal of the UPF is an ideal world of peace, of mutual coexistence, prosperity, and benefit. UPF is making this dream a reality by building on the Worldwide Peace Foundation of Reverend and Mrs. Sun Myung Moon. The will of God, which is to have one homeland under the one God, is being realized on earth through the International Cross-Cultural Blessing Ceremony. The blessing ceremony, first begun in the 60s, has given birth to innumerable blessed families in the past 40 years. It has taken root as a ceremony engendering peace, transcending nationality, culture, race, and religion. Two of the most difficult of all the difficult problems faced by our global village are the problems of the Korean Peninsula and the Middle East. The Korean Peninsula is divided by ideology. The Federation is taking the lead in values-based education and economic exchanges. In the Middle East, with an ever-widening gap due to religious conflict, we are hosting seminars and rallies to promote religious unity and volunteer service work. We are planting a tree of harmony and peace, bearing true love as its fruit. The United Nations wants to lead the world to become a global village of peace in this age, but it needs help to do this. The UPF is proposing 3 innovative ideas for the reform of the UN and the realization of peace. A bicameral UN structure with a place for the wisdom of religious leaders, the construction of peace parks along national frontiers, and the launching of a volunteer force for peace, the Peace Kingdom Police, and a Peace Kingdom Corps. The Bering Strait Bridge and Tunnel Project is another daring initiative to connect the global village as one. It will be the greatest project of the 21st century. This interreligious movement is now growing to include the participation of many of the world's leaders. The ambassadors for peace are experts and leaders from every field and from around the world. Tens of thousands of people from 185 nations who are taking part in a peace movement that strives to unite the ideal family of God.
Yes, being an ambassador for peace is an honor. When you work for peace, and you have been working for peace along years, you feel this is a kind of an accomplishment, and I appreciate it very, very much.
Reverend Dr. Sun Myung Moon and Dr. Hakcha Han Moon have followed the will of God their whole lives. They have never been swayed by the persecution and sufferings they have had to endure. Their world peace and unification movement first begun in 1954, as in half a century before the miracle of establishing an international peace foundation and the opening of a new era. Their true love, which leads the way toward peace, is the light of peace, and their life courses demonstrate the path of life for all to follow. The peace movement they have founded has been joined by many of the world's leaders and is becoming the Abel UN, building the peaceful ideal of true love. The beautiful world of righteousness and pure love will blossom when all people live according to the laws of the mind. It is a kingdom of free dialogue between free souls, working together for the true world of peace yearned for by God and all peoples.
Reverend Moon, he will be true to his promise to heaven. He will bring to fruition the era of the kingdom of the peaceful, ideal world on this earth without fail.
It is time to build an eternal world of peace under the one God. It is the time for us to take the lead to build the ideal world of true love. Let us all work to build this world together with the Universal Peace Federation.